right, we're set up. We're ready to go. What is up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing, Master E, JB, Peter, and Cam? How you all doing? Welcome in. Yes, we will check out the CTX for you. CTX. We will also check out the POKT and Cubic. We'll do that. I don't really have much I want to look at today, honestly. I do want to look at Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, AVAX, and ADA. Outside of that, I don't have anything else for you guys. So you guys are really going to have to carry the show today with your requests. So we will get to all of them. Don't you worry. POKT Cubic. And Lido, LDO. All right, I got you covered there, Master E. I got you covered. We'll check those out. We'll check them all out. Oh, man. So, what happened today? Yo, hey, what's up, HQZ? How you doing? So, looking at this, we predicted it on stream yesterday. We got the 786. We got the 3% move to the upside. And then we rejected. It went crazy. Pepe is the leverage ETH. I would disagree. Ethereum moved a lot, and Pepe didn't. Nah, I don't know. I would just disagree. I sold some short-term positions for T-bills. Smells like a little hedging is in order. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. My only request is to get all the money I've lost since Trump got inaugurated. Wow, that's a tough request. That's a tough one, man. Tough one. Alrighty. So, looking at Bitcoin on the 15-minute, we look like we're setting up for lower prices based off our stochastic RSI. We are below the 50 simple. We have all these fair value gaps to the upside in which they are signifying, hey, we could go short at those areas. So, just a heads up there. Tonight might be a little rough. Let's go into the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is singing a completely different song. However, we are below the 200 simple moving average right now and pushing to the downside. Now remember, we did just hit a 786 retracement. We could actually just get a continuation to the downside. So we've had consecutive lower highs. And this time we couldn't even test the trend. That's rough. That is a bit rough. Let's go into the 4 hour. 4 hour time frame looks to be struggling, wants to reset. So you just broke into the bullish control zone on your relative strength. You have a high stochastic. So benefit of the doubt, maybe we just chop sideways here, and this is just all a consolidation pattern before higher prices. We don't really know right now. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. So currently above the 200 simple moving average on the 4 hour, which is good, but below it on the 1 hour, which is bad. So it could be bad overnight, good in the morning, maybe. We'll see. Checking out the daily, still above the 50 simple moving average, but now we have a fair value gap telling us to go short. Yikes. Hopefully that gets filled, but if not, at least we had the 3% day. At least we did that. Good evening, Bernard. How you doing? Welcome in. Let's check out our liquidation heat map. Looks like there's a lot of liquidity still below us. Hold on, let's go to symbol. Tons of liquidity below us. Hardly anything right above us. Not much to be able to push us up to the upside. That's tough. I mean, the positive, you're not thinking there's going to be much sell pressure here until you get up to this 108.965, but wow, that's rough. Yo, what is up, Rich? How you doing? Thought we got a higher high? No, we didn't. Link. JMO. We'll check out Link. We'll check it out for you. No big deal. Oh, but yeah, we got all this right here. So Rich, in order for us to deem it a higher high, you have to see it on the daily. So we had a lower high and a lower high. We've gotten higher lows. BTC daily inverse head and shoulders, but you don't like that pattern. Why is that? It's because it gets invalidated often. Like really often it gets invalidated. So I don't like to play it off of an inverse head and shoulders. I feel like that's Twitter clickbait whenever I see it. I'm like, meh. Because, I mean, wasn't this an inverse head and shoulders also? Right here? You could argue the shoulder. This wick low is the head. The shoulder. And we dumped out of that. We dumped bad. like that was rough. But there were people saying inverse head and shoulders right here as well. It gets invalidated too often for me to even care. No. Okay, man. I'm just saying. I remember. I was there. I was on the Twitter spaces. People were like, shoulder, head, shoulder. We're going up, baby. And then we dumped. I saw it. Patterns can fail. That's true. It's just the head and shoulders pattern and the inverse head and shoulders pattern, they don't feel reliable to me. So I don't pay attention to them. Nope. Don't pay attention to them at all. And you're telling me this right here does not resemble this right here? Hold on. That's what you're telling me right now? You had this nice gap in the middle, a shoulder, lower shoulder. What? It looks the exact same to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Could be. I just don't like the head and shoulders pattern. What about teacup patterns? Teacup pattern? I don't know what teacup patterns are. Are you talking about like the cup and handle? It's cool when I see them, but outside of that, meh. The only patterns I really like are the wedges. So you're talking about this? This is too high. I don't like the higher, like we're already broken above the neckline, so we didn't get the shoulder. Because we should have pulled back down to this level here at 92.75, but we didn't. We broke the neck. Oh, whatever. Only when it's head and shoulders, they always work for the downside. Yeah, maybe. Once again, for the majority of crypto assets, the downside is kind of what you're looking for after a pump. You're looking for an 886. But with Ethereum and Bitcoin having their spot ETFs and money's just funneling into them, now you're just looking for like mild retracements. 50% retracements and then pushing to the upside. That's really all you're looking for. So I'm still bullish on Bitcoin right now. Still thinking 124K is going to happen. I just don't know when it's going to happen. They could grind this thing out all the way until July 3rd, which is frustrating, but they could do it. But yeah, most patterns I like are like the wedges. I like the wedges, whether it be a rising wedge or a falling wedge. But even the wedges, they've been very inconsistent as of late. So I haven't been paying too much attention to the patterns as much. I'm paying more attention to levels as well as fib retracement levels. Just kind of what I've been doing. But then again, I mean, I took profit on Aave and I didn't trade for the rest of the day. I just kind of, all right, let's see what the market does. And lo and behold, it pulled back. Almost as if it's constantly been doing that. Like, I can't stay in trades for a while. Even Aave. I didn't even take full profit. Like, that's the funny part. I got out, I think, right about here. And then it just dumped on us. I was like, wow, what a day. Could go long again. Could go long. Got a higher low. You're popping up, but we'll see. Anyways, let's get into Ethereum. So Ethereum didn't come down as low as I thought it would. I thought we were going to clear this wick. We actually stopped on support at 25.26. So that's cool. That's cool on our 1 hour below the 200. I'll be back. Don't check Lido till I get back. Okay. Oh. Hold on, everybody. I gotta open this right now. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I've been noticing if you leave demand and supply lines up, price always comes down, bounces from them. Are you talking about on the daily? Because that's basically what I did. Yeah, that's basically what I did here. You have these levels, they're all daily levels. And the only reason I did that is because I started watching more stock traders. And wow, they really do pay attention to the daily and the 15-minute a lot. When it comes to their trading, they're like, oh, we have daily support or they have a daily range. And if you break the range, well, it's go time. Thank you. Love you. And now I need to cater to how the stock traders do things because, yeah, it seems like the stock market, they operate on different rules than crypto technical analysis. I don't know. It's kind of strange, but yeah, they're all about the levels here. So as you can see on Ethereum's price action, you had a wick low here, you had candle high closes here. This is the exact point we are maintaining above. So if I have this idea correct, we should see Ethereum rally up to 28.19 probably by the end of the week. Probably by the end of the week because we are still putting in higher lows. We already tested the bottom of this range, so we would be looking to go up and test 2819. Hedge funds like levels. Yeah. It's frustrating because it's taking me time to figure this stuff out, but at least I'm noticing it. I feel like it's a timely manner. 2 weeks took a while. Took longer than I care to admit, but you know what? I'm glad that I figured it out because now that's just another tool in the toolbox for later on. And currently this is our uptrend, so if we don't lose this uptrend, we're doing all right. So Rich bringing up YOLO longs? Whoa there, Crypto Cruise. I don't YOLO any longs. Happy belated Father's Day to the fathers out there, says Rich. You needed to be here live for me to get my happy Father's Day. Needed to be here live. So yeah, it's like on the 4 hour, we have this giant bearish engulfing candle, but it just looks like it's resetting indicators and getting ready for your next leg up. And if you do get the next leg up, it lines up almost perfectly with you getting up to that 28.19. So provided we don't get any craziness with the predictions for the FOMC or the war getting out of hand or anything like that, or we start sending troops, I think we're going to start moseying our way on up there. That could be another 9% move out of Ethereum. It's all a possibility. But noted, if we lose 25.26, well, 21.45 looks pretty good. Of course, we'll have to argue with the 23.64 level, but yeah, that 21.45 looking really good. I just, it doesn't feel like they want to dump it. I just think they want to chop up the traders. Anyways, let's move on. Let's go to XRP. XRP had a big day today. It was up 7%. Oh, man, I thought we broke out. Worst case scenario, the dollar depegs. Oh, no. Like the war hasn't gotten out of hand yet? Nah, not yet. Not for the U.S. markets. I'm sure over there it's terrible. But for the U.S., nah. U.S. don't care until we start sending troops. That's when we care. And since it's Iran, there's a chance we send troops. There's a solid chance we send troops. It's not good. Now XRP looks like it has a double top on the 4-hour, which means we probably see it on the daily. Oh no, not a double top with a crazy wick high. Oh no! It's almost like it might want to fall 19 to more percent. I'm going to move on from this. I don't have the energy to talk shit about it today. Alright, Solana. Solana's doing its best to maintain its level. 8 likes. Yeah, people don't like the stream. That's why we're going to end early. People don't like the stream. Porky to the Moon. What is up, Lo Boo Boo? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in to the pumpkin stream. Oh, wait a minute. I know who that is. I recognize the image. That's awesome. All right. Come on. Draw it all the way down. You want me to draw it all the way down? Nah. It doesn't help. Trump basically said he is going to help Israel bomb Iran. I mean, he did. You know. Number 10 on the likes. What is up, Trade Intuition? How you doing today? How you doing? Trade Intuition, guys. Go check him out. Great streamer. Great info. But yeah. Labubu. Love the name change. It is Tina. It is Tina. But we can't give away her hidden identity. Gosh, she's famous over there. Chill. Chill. If this does happen to break out, if we manage to stay above 143.73, then this would be a great opportunity for move up to 245. However, be on the lookout for a breakout, a fake out, and then a pump. Be on the lookout because, let's face it, this market is out to get you. It's out to get you. If you're trying to get into a trade on this one, I'm thinking a stop loss below this wick low at 123.49 might help a lot. Might help a lot. Master E is back. Okay, welcome back. Don't worry, we're still covering the 6 different charts I have for you guys. No KYC, Jelly, I'm in. Hold on, what? Alright, let me read all this real quick. Number 10 on the like. Remember, there's no KYC to smash the like. Do it today and show your support. Forgot to set a stop loss on one of my trades. I had a few and wrecked my account. I'm very transparent. It hurts and not fun to talk about. Just need to confirm stop losses on all trades. Hey, that is the truth there, brother. I mean, I know a lot of you get to see me trade live on stream, and the first thing I do, stop loss, every single time. I've had that once. I've had 2 scenarios where I didn't have a stop loss. One was good. The other was terrible. The terrible one, I was trading, what was it? Like TRB or something. It looked like it was going to go up 70% or some nonsense. It fell 30%, liquidated my account. I was like, damn it. That was unfortunate. Then the good scenario was last bull run. I put in a 20x long while it was like a night after drinking and gaming. And I forgot to put a stop loss on Shiba Inu. I woke up the next morning. I was up 1,000%. And I was like, oh my God, sell. I got out of there instantly. But the first thing I noticed, no stop loss. I was like, ugh, that could have been bad. Yeah, because it was also like $1,000, which whew, it was quite a time. It felt like Vegas all over again. Oh, it was wild. Anyways, it's funny, Israel justification for bombing Iran is stop their nuclear program, but their logic, they should bomb Pakistan while they're at it. Oh boy, I've done that before. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. But hey, you guys got to give it up. The transparency is the best part. A lot of YouTubers out there will not be transparent about their losing trades. Let's be real, they just won't. But Trade Intuition here, he will. He gives you all the tea. Go check him out. Great music also over there. Amazing guy. Go just everything. Show more love on his stuff than you show on mine. Do it. Alright. It doesn't happen often. I normally set stop loss before I set the trade. Don't know how I forgot, man. That loss hurt. Tried to save trade by adding more, then set a stop. It's stop hit. Oh no. Yeah, I think at those points you're just like, cut the losses. Cut the loss. Stop the bleeding. Well, yeah, so Solana here, we're just waiting for it to break out, get a back test, or a higher low. Either one would suffice. You still have another level of resistance right over your head, and you do have these fair value gaps to the upside that are basically telling you to continue selling. So if we do happen to get some really bad news and something bad or terrible happens, heaven forbid, but we could be heading back down to 112.13. So your bearish case scenario right now for Solana is this right here. And remember, we are not broken out, so we stay bearish until we break out. So possible 26% downside is there. It's a possibility. Bearish till breakout. Bearish till breakout. I don't care how green these charts are. We're bearish until we break out. And then we're bullish when we get the higher low. Alright, moving on from here. AVAX. So apparently we have some companies filing for an AVAX ETF. So might as well keep this on the radar for now. Looks like we're bullishly consolidating. We're having a lot of trouble maintaining this uptrend. That's kind of an issue. If we continue seeing more downside, I'm looking for 1533 as a confirmation of our lows. We did have this downtrend that we broke out of, and we have not confirmed the low yet. So I say worst case scenario, we hit that 1533, and then we start popping on out of there. However, if we do get a move to the upside, we're looking for 3441 as our first target, as the next leg up. So based off the daily, it looks like AVAX is in the perfect place to go long, but remember, we're still not broken out. We still haven't confirmed support after the breakout. It's a very risky move to do it right now. The only thing you're going off of is the possibility that this is a double bottom and a fake out to the downside of an uptrend. So yeah, if you decide to take this trade, good luck to you. You might need it. You just might need it. However, this thing could rally really strong. Could be a 78% move to the upside. Looks like Ethereum is catching a lot of bids right now, which is great. Love to see it. It's also helping a lot of altcoins push up. Let's check out ADA. So looking at ADA, figure it out. Are we going up or are we going down? You've been going sideways for 4 days. No idea what it wants to do, but considering you have reset your indicators, you're hanging out in the bearish control zone. I'm thinking, and you have bullish divergence technically. I'm thinking you're going to get this 69% move to the upside, provided nothing bad happens. But remember, we still got to break out. Still got to backtest. Still got to do all the stuff and the things. Still got to do all that. Chat, if you have requests, just ask. Yeah, that's Sir Nap Time is telling it how it is, y'all. Telling it how it is over here on Pumpkin. We will be trying to get into a trade tonight. The trade from yesterday, it ended well. So we're going to try and keep that going. Keep that going. Only isolated. Okay, yeah. Was new? Learn the hard way after 3 times of losing all your money. The 4th time almost destroyed your account. My friend explained about Cross. This is when I was new. Oh man, that's tough. Yeah, I don't like doing Cross. I like to isolate it. I always isolate. Alright, let's get into your guys' requests. We're starting out with CTX for Peter. And Peter, thank you so much for the 99-cent super chat. I'm sorry that I didn't say that sooner than now. Hopefully you're still in the chat. We're going to check this thing out for you. It looks like it's going down. Well, you already hit your 11% downside. Now you're starting to get these bearish back tests. It's doing its best to go up. Man, this is not being nice to you. So I would be looking for support down below. What? He's not burnt.
He's still warm.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. You long ADA? No. I'm not in any trades right now. I traded Aave last night. I got out of it this morning, and I haven't traded. I'm just sitting on my hands right now. The markets have been very choppy whenever Wall Street's involved, so I'm making sure Wall Street gets the F out before I start putting in some trades. I don't know what it is about Wall Street, but man, they are destroying traders. Absolutely destroying them. Currently speaking, for CTX, we do have a level of support right here that we are hitting as support. So if we can hold this level, we do have hope for upside. However, you've been maintaining this downtrend pretty strongly. If you happen to lose this level of support at 146, I'm honestly looking for like 78 cents. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully you start catching some bids here. But this rally, you have given back all of the gains now. Yeah, this is rough. Their bots destroy traders in the stock market too. That's unfortunate. That is actually unfortunate. But yeah, if we're outside of Wall Street hours, I'm now more willing to trade. I'm not really willing while Wall Street's involved. Because man, they're out for blood. It's terrible. I mean, today, who actually caught the trend reversal outside of Meet Damien? Meet Damien caught it. I sure didn't, because I wasn't even paying attention to it. If I can look at a TA on Tau, sure. We can take a look at Tau. Alright, so worst case scenario here for CTX. Or not worst case, but a leg down could happen because of these wicks high. You could see this price come down to 120. So yeah, you're kind of bleeding out here with the market being indecisive. Honestly, you have a high stochastic on the 4-hour as well. That's going to want to reset. Major bullish divergence. Don't get me wrong, you're just not getting a higher low. Chop tells me they're hurting for liquidity for the next move. Starting to think they're also using the crypto market to hedge liquidity for stocks. I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Well, yeah, this high stochastic on the 4-hour is what has me mostly worried. Mostly worried here. So, there's a possibility of a next leg down. Strong possibility. Could be another 20%. Hopefully you hold support instead, and then you start going off into the sunset, getting this move all the way up here to 283. Hopefully that happens instead. So I have built up your week's account from $1.80 to $25. Let's go, Rich. That's fucking awesome. Nothing more than $4 a trade. Let's go. See, that's how you start learning your specific style, and then you just repeat it. That's amazing. Good job, Rich. All right, next up we have POKT. POKT, Pocket Network. I have not looked at this in forever. This is a weird looking chart. Just like a flat bottom right here. Strange looking chart. Let's check the week. I mean, you just got a golden cross on the daily, so that's good. But you're putting in a lower high, so that's annoying. Oh, maybe that's why. Yeah, you're weekly. You wicked up to overhead resistance, and you got nearly overbought. I mean, I guess positive, you got a higher high, but damn. I would be looking for a 50% retrace before I even tried getting into this. Let's see how far down you went. You got the 50. There's a possibility of upside. Or you hire grandma to buy and sell stocks for you, thereby extending your institutional status. That's pretty funny. What is up, Amir? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Why are the alerts not going off? This is going to drive me nuts. There we go. That was about to drive me insane. I was like, is my bot not working? Actually, is my bot not working? I don't think it is. What the hell? Hey. No. Where are you at? Cloudbot. Are you on? Turn back on. There we go. Active. Better be working. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate it. I think you're still a member, right? Or am I wrong? You're scared because it's all-time highs, so... Talk about SPX? Yeah, we'll talk about SPX. Yeah, SPX is an interesting one. I was calling for a pullback, but that thing moved to the upside. And it looks like it's still trying to hold its own. I don't know, man. I don't know. That thing just doesn't want to pull back yet. So right now for POKT, we do have a downtrend that has formed. Checking out the 4-hour time frame. 4 hour looks like you want to continue going to the upside. This is nice bullish consolidation. This wick right here is what has me confused, also worried. I'm going to ignore it for now, and I'm going to just focus on this right here. So if you are bullish, your next leg up, you could be looking at a move of 25% if you are bullish. But remember, if you're bearish, you're going to be really freaking bearish. If you fall below 5882, you have support at 03894. So your bearish case right now is if you do start tumbling to the downside, you could find yourself going down 40%. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully the market stays bullish. But if Bitcoin has any type of pullback, you're going to see this thing 40% down kind of easily. Even though you have this like flatline level of support, I still think 38.49 would be the next target. All right, moving on from this one, let's go check out SPX. Actually, I got it right here on my watch list. SPX. So this is giving me all the tall tale feelings of like a fake out to the upside. Simply because we bursted through this on the 4 hour with a huge bullish engulfing candle, and then we sold off below it. Now that we're below this entire candle, it's kind of like, where did the bulls go? Did they just pack it up? They're like, yeah, we squeezed out those shorts, baby. Let's go. And now we're going to the downside? I don't know, man. But what I do know is you do have a slightly lower high. So the slightly lower high could cause some implications. But on your 4 hour, you dipped into the bearish control zone. You popped out of it. Now you're dipping back into it. Stochastics almost reset. Yes, you're below the 50 simple on the 4 hour, but it's not really that bad. Looking at your daily here, this is where the, confusion comes in, because a bearish dragonfly, maybe? This is a bad candle. That's really what I'm saying. As good of a candle as this was, it's just as terrible over here. So... yeah, this one's a tough one. This one's a really tough one. I've been confused about this one as it's been requested for the past couple days here. But as of this moment, considering this was a wick high on the daily, you're still downtrending. So I have to stay bearish, and I'm thinking 113 is the target. Dragonfly, yeah. So usually the wick would be a little bit smaller, but let me show you what I'm talking about. So here we go. My face is in the way. Let's make it bigger. So this is your Dragonfly Doji right here. So you can see the tiny little wick at the top. You see a small candle body, long wick. So this is a bullish Dragonfly Doji. The bearish is red, obviously. But yeah, the Dragonfly. Usually when you see a bullish Dragonfly here, it continues with green. Of course, if you see it in the red, a bearish one right there, oof, it gets real bad. So yeah, that's your Dragonfly Doji, everybody. Hopefully I learned you something today. But yeah, this is an indecision candle, and normally it's followed with more downside. So I'm leaning toward the downside. So it's just smaller than a hammer? Yes, it is smaller. So the fact that you have that wick at the top shows indecision. When you see a hammer, oh, those are rough. Those are rough. That means it was like they tried to send it in one direction and completely failed. They are rough. If you see a bearish hammer, yikes. If you see a bullish hammer, go long. Put the house on it. Do it. like those are very strong candlesticks. Not financial advice. Yeah, that's true. It is entertainment. Looks like Aave is catching some bids again as well. Yeah, market's trying to push its way up. But yeah, this candlestick right here is what has me the most worried. This makes me think we're going to see downside, and I'd be looking for 113. But we'll see what happens, because, you know, all we really need to hear is a war is over. We're cutting interest rates to the 45%. Straight up. We get some good news? Straight up. That's it. I mean, I was seeing articles pop up today about, thanks to the conflict in the Middle East, the Fed might be forced to lower interest rates. I was like, that doesn't make sense, but sure, cut them. I don't care what reason you need, cut the rates. But yeah, that's those are my thoughts on SPX. Looking at the 1 hour right now, it looks like it wants to rally up. So you do have a fair value gap right above you. I would say if you do pop up, maybe 159.35, probably a good area to get out, but you are still maintaining higher lows. Technically, it's still bullish, even though you're below the 200. Technically, you're still bullish. So yeah, this one's hard. Any excuse that doesn't end in Trump? Sure. Bush era boom. Press rewind. What? Bush era boom. Never heard of that. Let's check out Cubic. When Trump says something is coming, you better listen. I think it's going to drag the markets down. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Let's check it on the chat over here on Pumpkin. We have silence. Silence on the Pumpkin front. Okay. I probably should have been in the Aave trade already. Actually, yeah, that's what I did wrong. I didn't get into a trade at the start of stream. Damn it. I didn't even realize that. That's on me. Sorry, guys. Looking at the 4 hour here. Oh, that's because everything looks weird. All right. I got an hour before I have to get into a trade. We're good. Cubic looks strong. Looks really strong right now. It's just trying to reset your 4-hour stochastic. You're sitting almost in neutral territory. Cubic looks really strong. Looks like we are trying to make that move up to our supply line. Could be looking at 2412 as your target. So last time I looked at it long ago, we were looking at a 77% move to the upside. Now we're still looking at another 48% upside. Doesn't look too bad. We just got to break above resistance, of course. Let's check the daily. Oh, your daily is solid. You're above the 50 simple. Yeah, this looks great. I like this. You like Ario? Alrighty. We shall check that out. And then we'll get to Lido, Link, and Tau. Alrighty. Alright. It's moving. So we're still aiming at 95 to 118. You're not overbought yet. Not overbought on the daily. Checking out the 4-hour, you are resetting with a ton of bearish divergence, but oh well, still pushing its way up. Just put me at the end. Never mind. Yeah. Nope. Sorry, Rich. That's the benefits of being a member for anybody who's not a member. Oh, it looks like we actually hit this 85-cent level, so that's great. Called that one last night. Economy sucks after .com burst. Middle East boys deja vu. Oh no. Yeah, right now I see 95 cents in our future. 95 cents. Might actually be able to take this trade like now. Come to think of it. Let's check out the 1-hour. Oh yeah, this looks good. I like this on the 1-hour. I really do. I might actually take this trade. Broke out of a sharp downtrend, probably on a lower time frame. Still got this one to contend with. I like this. You're confirming a level. I like higher low. This is all the stuff I like to see. Oversold on the 15-minute. Yeah, I'm game. I'm game. I don't know why it's so strong, but it is. I guess the target would be 99 cents. I would take profits at 95. I would take profits right there. 18% rise is possible. Coinbase popping up. Ario makes sense. Oh, it's propping it up, really? You're about to trade Cubic? Sweet. Yeah, Cubic looks like it has a ton of upside, so it makes sense. Long style. I think I'm going to long this. I'm going to put a stop loss down here at 75.8. What's that percentage? A 5%. So I can go 10x on this. We'll do it on Blowfin. By the way, guys, we are affiliated with Blowfin. You can find the link in the description down below. You have amazing sign-on bonuses you guys can take advantage of if you don't have a Blowfin account. No KYC, no VPN. You guys can actually just enjoy the platform and get amazing sign-on bonuses. What was this? AERO? Aerodrome. We're going to go 10x on this one because I need that 5% downside leniency. Ugh. 5%. All right, we are long on Ario. We're going long. We're going long. Stop loss is going to be down here at 754. 754. I'm also going to have to look at it on Blowfin's chart to make sure it lines up properly. Yes. 7545 stop loss. There we go. Never mind. No Cubic on buy DeFi futures. Really? None? Would you look at that? I know it's on weeks. I know it's on weeks. That's crazy. Yo, what is up, me Damien? How you doing? I hit the like button as soon as I came in. Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody. Everybody, do what Damien says. You're going to be all right if you just do what Damien said. Do it! 951. 951. All right, we're going up to 951 for the profit-taking level. I guess 9514 because I'm too lazy to zoom in. That's what I'm doing right there. I wonder if I can do this on Pumpkin as well. No, I can't. Okay, we're gonna have to find something else for Pumpkin trade tonight. Something different. But Aerodrome, I do think we're gonna get that 18% move to the upside. And hopefully I wake up in profit. And hopefully the markets don't dump as soon as I wake up in the morning. Hopefully not. Guys, meet Damien in the house. All y'all should go check out his live stream. I'm sorry, Damien. I missed it earlier today. My kids ran me ragged. I was sleeping. But then I had to take them out for a jog. You know, it's a real test of endurance, raising children. I'll tell you what. But anyways, Damien here. He's at 346. Guys, we got 21 people here in the chat. Go over, drop a subscription. Let's get this guy monetized, damn it. Also, check him out on TikTok. He's cool over there, too. Make him look at his chat more often on YouTube. Make him do that. Check all his live streams. He was live recently, too. And sorry I missed it. I missed everything online today, honestly. I played video games this morning, though. I felt good about that. Probably going to play video games tonight, too. Anyways, let's move on from Aerodrome. We got Lido. LDO. Send some Latinas his way. Oh, boy. The Latinas. All right, let's go out to the daily for Lido. So Lido is in a very interesting and precarious spot. If Ethereum keeps doing well, I can definitely see Lido getting that next leg up, heading toward $1.52. The beautiful thing, you're staying above 77.3. You fell below it before. Now you could not touch it as support. This is very bullish in my opinion. I'm thinking you're going to get a now possible move to the upside, trying to hit this 200 daily moving average. And that's lining up pretty much with that 137.5. So I would be aiming at that. So right this moment, I could see Lido going up something like 62% with time. It looks really good on the daily. So I do have high hopes for Lido. It is a liquid staking platform for Ethereum after all. But wait, is Ethereum staking liquid now? I forgot. I just remember there was a huge lockup period, so Lido got like all the benefits of Ethereum and any price movement Ethereum did. Oh, bearishly backtesting that 200 simple moving average on the 4 hour. That's a problem. That's annoying. Jeez, what's the 1 hour look like? 1 hour looks pretty decent. Whoa. Had some lag. Are we good? Are we still live? Did I lose everything? No, we're good. Okay. I don't like when I get lag while I'm live. Ugh, it's a bad look. So next leg up for Lido, as long as you keep making these higher lows, could get a nice little 12% push to the upside. I like wrapped ETH in my opinion. Nice. I think it's funny how some of y'all know I have a thing for Latina women. Well, I mean, you were coming in here while out with Latina women, man. Aerodrome is the one that got away from me. I sold Friday the 13th when it was up 20% during the market correction. Oh, no. It's okay, though. There will always be more opportunities. Always. But yeah, I can see Lido getting a nice 12% push to the upside, provided Wall Street doesn't mess it up. I'm blaming Wall Street for everything these days. If it sounds like I'm a broken record, it's because I am. Wall Street can kick rocks. Yep, I think we're just going to grind it up. Even though we had this crazy drop, I feel like this was a let's stop out traders, now let's send it up higher, like they've been doing so damn often. It's annoying. Couldn't even break these lows. BMT, please, if you got time. Mo2, I got you covered. Got you covered. Did I miss something? Hold on. I think I saw your chat earlier. Didn't I? I don't know if I did. BMT. We'll check out some BMT. 100% liquidity sweep. I said it in Discord. I didn't pay attention to Discord either. I thought I could get back into REO, but it kept going up throughout the weekend and Monday. You're right, it did. It did. And now we're trading it, and it's up again. We're up 4% on a 10x trade. I normally trade 15x, so this is a special day. Special day. Checking out Link. Alrighty then. We're gonna clean this chart up. We're gonna give this thing the good old fashioned like Wall Street treatment. That's what we're gonna do. So on the daily, let's just look at this thing. Your 200 is acting as resistance as of late. You did have a downtrend, which is right here. Downtrend, which is still a downtrend. You're trying to maintain some form of level. This level. Interesting. So here's the level you're trying to hold on to at 1263. If you can stay above 1263, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. Now, if you start rallying to the upside, I'm going to be a little worried with this area right here at 1754. For the range-bound trader, you're probably super excited because you're like, we go long at this level. And Link is one of those weird ones. You can do this for a very long period of time. I know some of you are going to be like, what are you talking about? What, Porgy, what you mean? I mean, there was 2 years of range-bound trading right here. If you were trading between the ranges for 2 years straight for Link, I mean, like, you hit the bottom, you hit the top. You didn't quite get down there, you started trend reversing, you hit the top again. You went down to the bottom. So yeah, Link likes to do some just trending stuff. I probably, if I was trading this, I would have lowered it down to these, and I would have been like, okay, here's my range. We're just going to trade the range. And now it looks like you're stuck in another large range. So hopefully it doesn't last 2 years. But you're at the bottom of a range. So likely you go test the top, especially after the double bottom. Bear market was an insane time to build spot for Link. Yeah, literal. So some people were like, it wasn't 2 years. May 9th, 2022, October 2023. That's like 2 years. That's a long fucking time. So right now I would be looking at this right here. A nice little 28% pop to the upside. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen over time. It's going to take a while, but you're just stuck in a range right now. Could you run into some resistance? Sure you could. The resistance would be right there at 1558. So let's just say you get stopped at 1558. Okay, take some profits, no big deal. Wait for it to come back down to 1263. Get back in. You are maintaining this range greatly. So yeah, that's what I see out of Link. super like old faithful, reliable. Only does it in missionary position, you know, just it's normal. It's normal. All right, anyways, Tau. Got Tau. Let's check out Pumpkin. Any requests over here? No requests at all. Pumpkin, the silent crew. The silent crew. All right. So, looking at Tau, well, kind of like everything else, we see it maintaining a level. Sorry, I gotta clean this up. Clean it up. All right, you had a golden cross, and then you decided to fall back below the 200. Yeah, that feels like this market right now. That really does. That's weird. It's really weird. But if you can maintain this level above $334, you could get another leg up. You didn't quite make it to your 618 golden retrace. However, if you got the leg up situation going, then you could see this thing rally up a lot. A lot. Going up to 708. That's kind of wild. I don't think your relative strength is a problem. You're sitting in the bearish control zone. I just don't like that you're underneath the 200 simple moving average on the daily. I don't like that. Check out the 4 hour. 4 hours not giving you anything great to look at. The one, we can look at Pepe. It's not doing anything great. It's just trying to maintain its level right now. You're getting wicked down below, so obviously the sellers are trying their best to send this thing into the grave, but they're failing at the moment. So that's a positive. Another positive we have is the fact that you had this downtrend here, and never mind, it's still negative because you bearishly backtested it after falling back in. Yikes. There's a strong argument for downside. There's a strong argument for downside. If you do lose this level at 360, 284 is your support. However, if you get a nice move to the upside, first target I'd be looking at is 587. 587 would be the target I'd be looking for. So that's what I could see happening. So as long as we stay bullish, 59% upside is your possible move. But if you're trying to get into a trade with this right now, first off, still in a downtrend, don't recommend it. Just like I should not have gotten into the arrow trade because we're still in a downtrend, but you know, I did. And I'm probably going to pay the price for it later. We're only up 1%. I usually say wait for the breakout, wait for the back test, and then the higher low. It's usually a really good time to get in. But if you wanted to accumulate a position right now with a stop loss sitting around 324, might be a good idea for you. I don't know. It's just maybe. The reason why I say 324 is because of this choppy section down here, just below the 50% retrace. If price does fall down in this area all the way to 284, this would be the area you would look to get in. ARQQ. Okay, we'll check all those out, Jim. We'll check those out. US 05. Okay. US 30 years. Got it. We can check those out. So yeah, this one, it's still bullish because you're maintaining a level that was acting as a resistance, now is acting as a support. So until we break that level, you can still think about it as an accumulation range. But once you break it, oof, you better shift gears fast. Because you got two levels this thing can go down to. 284 or 214. No problem, Jim. No problem, Jim. Anytime. Anytime. All right, ARQQ. And in typical fashion for Jim, let's take it out to the monthly. Let's take it out to the monthly. I already had 3 things set up here. Are we just looking at my greatness of TA? Sorry. No big deal. The downside, the bearish action, non-existent. Actually, hold on. I need to look at what that looks like on the weekly. But non-existent. We're getting that move to the upside. Currently, you have resistance sitting right over $39.54. But first target, $66.36. Second target, $83.40. Third target, $100. It's looking really good. Nice little break to the upside. You're almost in. Hold on. So on the monthly, it looks like in the next 2 or 3 months, you might break into the bullish control zone. Holy shit. It's kind of a big deal for the monthly time frame. Looking at the weekly, hanging out in that bullish control zone. You tried to dip below, it failed. You just broke straight out, and now you're starting to go. This is nice, really nice. You're not overbought. You're just chilling. Let's get rid of this bearishness. We don't need it. We held our level. Didn't even want to backtest. That's crazy. So you tapped on the fair value gap up here. It's looking like you're going to get ready to break through it. Up 22% on the day? Or the week? What's the day? Let's check the day. Wow, that was a nice reset. And now you're pushing even higher. 22% on the day. Check DMs. Oh shit, there's a lot of them. Let's see what this is. Breakout and backtest. Beautiful. What chart is this? Arrow. Oh, nice. What time frame is this? This is market cap. Wow, the market cap. We're charting market caps now? Crazy. That's crazy. Nice chart. I like it. I like it a lot. ARQQ is only 416 million market cap, so it has room to run. Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks like the TA is panning out ever since you broke out and you held the 200. Just getting that move on. So, Jim, I do hope with this, I helped you make at least $5 to validate the membership. I do hope I did. Yeah, this looks good. Looks really good. Next one, US 05. Why? For the 5-year bonds yield. You said you usually wait for breakout and backtest to trade, so I showed you you did wait. Oh, okay. Sweet. Awesome. I love it. Well, that's on market cap. That's not price action. Wow, nice bullish consolidation here. I guess I get, wait. Oh no, people are selling off this thing? Oh, that's terrible. This thing looks like it's about to shoot up too. Oh no. Wow. And we got support sitting right below us. Oh no. Bullish is very, very bad. Yeah, I just realized what I was looking at. And it is extremely bullish. Jesus Christ. On the monthly. Ugh. Oh man. You know, it makes sense why Circle's going up so much though. Because Circle's probably going to buy up all of these 5-year treasury bonds. Especially if they get up to this 7.87%. Oh my god. We don't want that. We don't want that. But that could happen on the monthly. Let's check the weekly. Alright, the weekly doesn't look as strong, which is positive. We have 3 consecutive lower highs. This is good. Hopefully we just start dumping, crashing, looking terrible. Hopefully. Because we did have major bearish divergence. Now we're putting in lower highs. So bearish side, which let's all pray this happens. It's not even that bad. No. It's not even that bad. Oh man. You still have some very bullish consolidation there, but man, oh man. Man, oh man. The price of those bonds will collapse and go down if the yields keep pushing up. Well, yeah. So they're going to push up to a certain point, and then it's just too good not to buy in because it's just free money at that point. In the 70s, they went as high as 15%. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's catastrophic now? Yeah, it's, oh man. It's wild. But yeah, we have a possibility of going up to 7.87. Gross. 30. Alright, let's check out the 30-year. Oh! We're breaking to the upside. Oh no. Yeah, so it's still in play for us to move up possibly to that 7.38%. Damn. There's no faith in the US dollar right now. Damn. We reset with that? Golden Craw? That's tough. That could cause banking crisis since banks are big on holding bonds. Bring on the next banking crisis. Bring it on. What do we have to lose? I've quietly been buying gold instead of bonds since COVID. This is global, not just the US. Damn, that's crazy. Well, didn't the BRICS nations try and like create their own brick or something that's backed by gold? Check out BMT. TA on Arweave and Swarm. Arweave and Swarm. We'll check them out. Where's more data? Gate.io? Bubble maps? No, it's just new. Okay. Just new. Do. Just added to Lucid. Sweet. Love me some Arweave. I think stablecoins will be the future of payments globally, especially for energy. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, everywhere wants their stablecoins right now. Very nice thing on BMT. You are breaking above a level that was acting as support before, was acting as resistance, currently above it with bullish divergence behind you, and a higher low. This is great. This is awesome. I love it. You have a possibility of moving to the upside. It just looks like a janky chart, if I'm being honest. Give you an idea of where it could go. 16 cents. So if you can stay above 1261, you could find yourself at 16.7. Let's go into your 4 hour. 4 hour looks like you're going to consolidate for a bit, so prepare yourself for that. Checking out the 1 hour. 1 hour is looking solid. 1 hour looks like it wants to rally tonight. I like this. Definitely looks like it wants to do something. Central banks are still being weird about what they want to do. Yeah, central banks, they just need to realize their money is worth nothing and trying to act like it's worth something. It's kind of stupid. But that's just my opinion. Just my opinion. I just love getting in conversations with people and they're like, well, crypto isn't like money. I was like, what the fuck is money then? Like, it's like instant rage. Because, they're talking like they know something. They don't know a damn thing. It's like it's called fiat. It's backed by nothing. It's backed by hopes and dreams that you don't realize it's backed by nothing. So dumb. So dumb. I would say next leg up for BMT, looking at 17% upside. You're resetting your stochastic on the 1 hour. Yes, you do have a ton of bearish divergence, but you still have not gotten your lower high yet. So until that lower high comes, keep stacking on the longs, baby. Keep stacking them on, but just pay attention to it. Once you get that first lower high, probably time to go short. The men with guns say that the paper bill has value. So it has value. It's not even the men with guns. That's the funnier part. They pay the men with guns peanuts and act like it's worth something. It's absolutely ridiculous. The day it doesn't, firearms will be more valuable than gold. That's true. And I have a couple. It just goes back to what I said before. It was like, oh, if we had such a really bad thing happen, what's the first thing you're going to get? More ammo. That's what I'm... More ammo. Alright, that's BMT for you. Pepe. That's not good. You got a lower low. That's not great. Pepe's now looking very bearish. Very bearish on the 1 hour. Oh no. Let's check your 4 hour. Yeah, that's not a good look. Bearish engulfing candle. And then getting lower lows? It's going to take a lot for you to maintain this level of support here. If you can maintain it, great. But you got a lot of work to do not to be bearish. Because right now, right this moment, I'm looking at this level down here playing out. I know most traders are probably going to look at this because we did get that 50% retrace, and you're looking for a move down to this 915 level. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully you're resetting and getting ready to move to the upside, and this was just a liquidity grab, but that is not a really good 4 hour candle. It's not a good situation. Let's check the daily real fast. And your daily has room to fall. You were unable to even test the 50 simple moving average on that wick high. That's unreal. Yeah, Pepe's in trouble. Pepe not looking good. And then on the 200 daily moving average, you're now curving down. You're going to have a really hard time breaking above that 200. That's tough. All right. Moving on from Pepe, R-Weave. Holy hell. R-Weave, pretty oversold. Little look on virtual as well. Sure. R-Weave is very oversold, so I would think you're going to catch some bids soon. It's just a thought that I have. It doesn't have to happen. You're still in a downtrend, still haven't broken out. But the fact that you're like, what, 50% away from your 200 daily moving average, you're expecting at some point in time, you're probably going to want to test it. Probably. You're sitting at a very deep retracement. Yeah, your next leg up, I could very well see this thing rally up 75%, but you still need to get a breakout, still need to get a back test. I don't understand why you had this level of hidden bearish divergence here, but you do. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but yikes. I'd be looking for that 75% move up to $10. Yeah, and your 4 hour is trying to show a lot of bullish divergence right now. So I would trust that this thing is probably going to go up and see a nice rally in the near term. I mean, note it could take you all the way out until like July 5th. So I guess near-ish, near adjacent, near relative. I don't know. If you lose the level you're currently at, 407 is your target. 407. Alrighty. Swarm. This thing has had some bullish moves. What the heck? How low were you? Well, you are finding resistance now. Oh my god. Okay. I would love a back test. I would love a back test. If we could get a back test, confirm this level, that would be fantastic. Like to request that. We shall check it out. Last bond, just to give a global idea. Alright, we'll check it out. So, right now, you're technically bullishly consolidating, which is great. You're a little overextended from your 50 simple. No big deal. Looking at your 4 hour. 4 hours trying to reset, but you are below your 50 simple moving average with a bearish engulfing candle. This could be setting you up for a little bit of a retracement after such a crazy move to the upside. You did have this downtrend that you thought was broken out. Now you're back inside of it. And so I could realistically see this thing fall. I would mark it out just like that. Actually, we could go even higher. Sheesh. Just like this. Because of how high you went, you hit that golden pocket. We could see this thing come back down to 502. We could see this. This is your bearish case. Bonk, please. We'll check out Bonk. Now, your bullish case on this one. Let's just say the bearish case does not have to happen. And let's say we just keep on rallying up. Because guess what? We got that 50% retrace. So, bullish case is a possibility. You could be going up to 991. I just think it would be a little bit harder to get up there. But 55% upside is a possibility. TA on ETH on the 5-minute time frame with the moving averages and a fib retracement. All right. All right. Well, I'm probably going to be bullish on ETH overnight. I'm just bearish on it when Wall Street gets its hands on it. All right, let's get out to the monthly here. Let's get to the DE30Y. Germany. Holy shit. That looks bullish as shit. That's crazy. It looks like you're heading for this little pocket right here. Sheesh. Measured moves get up to 5.34. Well, that's still lower than the US. Still lower than the US. That's a lot, though. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot. Let's get into virtual. Virtual is doing a great job staying above that 200 daily moving average. Doing a really good job with that. Not to mention, you have this level right here that was acting as a resistance, now could be acting as a support. Damn near every bond chart looks like ass, brother. That's seeming like it. Wow, maintaining this little pocket right here. Love to see that. So virtual, it is setting up for what looks to be more upside as long as this bullish consolidation continues. You currently have a downtrend to work with. Bank boys have enough debt. Now they're hedging gold against us. Fun times. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So virtuals right now. we could see $3.92 over time. Over time. It's going to take a long time, but over time we could see that. Going into the 4-hour. 4-hour time frame actually doesn't look that bad. There is a bearish case, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't look that bad because we are still making higher lows. So the fact that we're making higher lows, if we were to break out of this downtrend, I wouldn't really look for the 618. I'd look for the 1272. And I would be looking for this right here, a 35% move to the upside. Road Dog Crypto showed his face today on his live stream tonight. Took the turkey head off. Wow, did he really? That's surprising. I've only seen him in the turkey head. That's all I've ever seen. The turkey's iconic, though. It's funny. Checking on the pumpkin people here. All right. Thank you, everyone, for the pumpkin viewers. You guys are amazing. We will be looking for a trade tonight. I already got into Aerodrome Finance, but we're going to be looking for another one that we can do on pumpkin. This is a first for me. Nice. I just that for the first time the other day too. Funny. Got it. Okay. So if this thing does rally up, hopefully the overseas people decide to push this thing up. Could be looking at a test at our supply line. There you go. Possible 18% upside is right there. So anywhere between 18 and 35% upside is a potential opportunity. Bearish case scenario now, because this 1-hour chart is showing massive hidden bearish divergence, but we could go down anywhere between 153 and 131.8. So you do have the possibility of 17, maybe even 28% downside. I don't think that's going to happen overnight. I would think that would happen in the morning if Wall Street starts dumping on us. And then we would still be making a higher low than this wick low over here. So if you put a stop loss below this wick low right here, sitting around 17.95, I think it would be okay. Because also understand, this is still in a golden pocket. Anywhere between the 618 to the 382, this is your golden pocket range. Where traders are going to be like, hey, this is probably a really good time to buy in. So just remember that if we do get this push to the downside, you're still in that range of buying, and it's not bearish yet. Still a technical higher low. All right, that's virtual. Let's check out Bonk. Bonk is looking awful, just like Pepe. So apparently the meme coins are struggling out here. Just like my Aerodrome Finance trade is struggling. We're currently down 4%. Ugh. So sad. We're looking for upside. Anyways. If we continue on this trend to the downside, we do have this level down here. I'd be looking for 1139 for support. However, we are still putting in higher lows. So we put in a low, a higher low. This does have the capability of pushing to the upside. I just wouldn't trust it. The VIX still has a monthly uptrend. Last time it did was COVID and GFC, global financial crisis, huh? So we actually got below this golden pocket zone. This is leading me to believe that 0.17 could be getting tested. And that would be all the way down here at 11.75. If that plays out, we're looking at 20% downside. Sweet. Things looking bearish suddenly. Let's check the daily real fast. Yeah, same boat as Pepe. You were unable to even test that 50 simple moving average on the daily. You're not oversold. Yes, you can go up. However, it's not looking quite as likely. 20% is a nice short. It is a nice short, and you're maintaining a downtrend very nicely. I would say just wait for Wall Street to get involved. It should probably go down. just wait for them. They'll do it. All right, we're going to check out Ethereum now on the 5-minute time frame. We are bearishly backtesting the 200 simple moving average. After showing bullish divergence and a higher low, that's rude. That's rude. We don't like that. We're above the 50 though. Very nice on the downtrend. Okay, so if we can break out of this, if we can break to the upside, we would be looking for this move here, getting you up to 2,656. Let's see how that measures up with our high. 2,000. Yep, I think we're going right there. I would be looking for this move right here. Another 1.55% upside. Trump leaving the G7 conference early. That could be bearish for the markets. Could make US... Could mean US might be getting involved in Israel and Iran. Also means no trade deals to be signed at conference. Yeah. Saw that, not surprised. Yeah, not worried. I was never worried about the G7 coming out with any... Everybody brings up the G7 every single year. Has it ever moved markets? I mean, literally ever? Ugh. Also, I believe Trump has mentioned before he's kind of anti-globalist. I'm surprised he went. If I'm being honest. Like, hey, there's this global economic thing. You want to go? I don't like the globalists. They're the worst. Yeah, he's against the globalists, so it doesn't... I don't know. Kind of weird. So yeah, a lot of things showing. You're probably going to get this 1.6% move to the upside for Ethereum. You're resetting very quickly while bullishly consolidating on the 5-minute. This looks pretty good for a little scalper. He's been against new wars. You're right. He has been. It seems like they're trying to force his hand, though, which is kind of interesting, and I think that would send markets down in a really terrible way. I want to go there. I want to go there. Your tinfoil spinning? It's funny. I would watch out for the liquidity grab and then the push higher. All right. And with that being said, I could trade Ethereum, come to think of it. So let's jump into an Ethereum trade. I'm going to go bullish. I'm going to go bullish on Ethereum. With Israel, he absolutely will assist them. I have zero doubts. If they escalate, that would lick their boots. Jeez. 2 live rooms buzzing with Uni. What is this? What is this alert? Oh, it's weird. Anyways, we're going in Ethereum. So, what can we do? 25x? Yeah, let's go 25x. We're going to have a real tight stop loss on this one. We're going to go in long. So we are long on Ethereum. I think it's obvious Netanyahu is bad cop in the game to get a nuke deal. Nice. Also upset Russia is not a G7. I don't know what to make of that. Yeah. Alright, let's get a stop loss in here. Stop loss has to be like down here. It's so low. I don't want that. Check the 3-minute. 3 minutes looking All right. I should have waited for more of a pullback. We're just jumping the gun tonight, aren't we? All right, stop loss will be right here. 2587. 2587. What's my liquidation price? Ooh, that's close. Oof. That'd be terrible. All right, 2587. That would be awful. And the take profit, we're going to go with the 786 here. 2647. Should have waited to get into this trade, but we're jumping the gun. I totally forgot what I just did. 2647. We just got a brand new 4-hour candle. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for upside. That is what I am. Well, I'm not even going to lose 25%, so it's fine. All right. So we took 2 trades on the night. Let's see if we can find another one. Since I am bullish on Ethereum, let's check Lido again. Nah. Wow, E-Gold played out perfectly. Holy moly. It made the 5% move last night, and then it pulled all the way back? Thank you, honey. Oh, yeah? Do you need help? What? Thank you. Thoughts on Z-Back short term? What's up, Chase? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, Chase. I don't know. We'll check it out. Z-Back. What is Z-Back? Oh, there it is. ZBCN. See there? I understand, Porky, you're live trading and streaming, but yes, patience would give you a better entry. I literally said that. I literally said it. Oh, goodness. We're still positive on the trade. One hour looks decent on this. You made this 19% move to the upside eventually. Let's get rid of that. You're broken out of your downtrend. This one is in a weird spot. I would wait for a back test. However, I already know you're probably sitting in that golden pocket. Probably sitting in it. Yep, you're sitting right in it. This is usually a pretty good place to jump into trades. Usually a pretty good place. So, let's go into the 15. 15 still trying to reset. Are you maintaining a downtrend or did you break out? Still maintaining the downtrend. So you really want to break out of that area in which I would love price to come down to, but it might be a little bit too far, would be this level right here at 43299, because it was acting as resistance, and then when you broke above it, you never touched it. You never came down just to give it a little kiss. So if you came down, touched this and held, maybe you got a wick low to the bullish back test, then you broke out and held this level, That would make me extremely happy. But with that being said, currently I am bullish on this because of the nice move to the upside. And it does look like you are almost oversold on the 15-minute already. Start getting a little bit of bullish divergence. That would be great. Looking at the 1 hour. 1 hour, you're entering the bearish control zone with an extremely low stochastic. So yeah, you could find yourself getting up to this 59071. Still wait for the breakout. Wait for the back test. Wait for the higher low. Wait for the stuff and the things to happen. And then you could possibly see a 30% rise from the price it's at right now. Possibly. It doesn't look bad, though. I love the breakout. I mean, it's like a double breakout, which is the best part. And then your 618 retrace is going to be up here. It's coinciding with this level. So I think you're pretty much going up there. It might be set in stone. Just maybe set in stone. Oh, shit. I didn't even look at the 15-minute to realize we're above the 200. We have a fair value gap to the downside. I don't feel quite as bad about this trade. I just don't like that we're not broken out yet. Oh well. We're risking $25. Oh no. Yeah. Coming into this range would have been way better. Would have been way better. See, this is what I kind of like getting into. If I'm ever day trading, it's when you freshly break back above that 50 simple moving average on the 5-minute. Usually looks nice. You bullishly backtesting the 200 on the 15. Looking pretty good. Just recently got that bullish cross. I like that. I like that a lot. This one, we definitely should have waited. But we're here for the entertainment value, guys. Here for the entertainment value. Just remember, as soon as I turn off the stream, all of you in the back of your head should be like, he got out of that trade. Even if I didn't. Just keep it in the back of your head. What happened here? My computer just freaked out. What happened here? That's wild. All right. Well, we are entering the paint drying section of the stream, and I have dinner in front of me, so I'm going to get on out of here. I do appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. Thank you all for your requests. You're absolutely amazing. Hopefully, you're not getting chopped up in the market right now, and hopefully that crazy dip from earlier today didn't catch you off guard. I know people like Meet Damien caught this one, and he was all excited. We saw it in the Discord. Free Discord, by the way. Link in the description down below. Get in there. But yeah, anyways, guys, hopefully you keep your stop losses tight. I'll be back tomorrow for the members-only chat. And, yeah, other than that, deuces, everybody. Have a great night. Take it easy. I'm out of here. Much love, everybody. Much love.